Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. Today I'm going to be showing you all of the makeup products. Well, not really all of them because looking here, I know I've used up more makeup products than this, but I just can't find them. I'm not sure if they got thrown away with the other empties at the end of each month. But these are all the empties that I have in front of me that I'm going to go through with you. And just kind of give myself an idea of what I can realistically use up in a year time frame. Again, like I said, I know there's more than this, but I'm just going to count what I have and kind of make best estimates from this for goals for next year. So, starting off, I have... I used up the KVD Good Apple Foundation. I enjoyed this quite a bit. I have very dry skin. I don't think this clung to my patches. I really enjoyed this. However, compared to, say, something even like this tinted moisturizer, this has 1 fluid ounce or 30 ml, but this only had not even half an ounce of product. And for how expensive it is, I don't think that I will repurchase this, even though I really did like it. This Maybelline Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer, I did not like by itself. I thought it was too sheer. And then this LA Colors Conceal It Concealer. This was in the shade Beige. I didn't like it on its own either. So I actually mixed them together in an old like moisturizer pot. And use that as a foundation. I would not repurchase either of these. These sucked. But I just kind of used it until I got them out of the collection. Now onto something I loved. I scraped this out every inch that I could. This was the Marc Jacobs Caffeine Concealer and Foundation. I loved this. So if anyone has any recommendations that are similar to this formula, please let me know in the comments, because I would have paid full price over and over again for this. But since I think Marc Jacobs doesn't make makeup anymore, I don't think they're a makeup brand anymore, so I can't repurchase this, unfortunately. But I absolutely love this. Let's see. I used up 2 primers. The first one was the Sophia and Maybell I Woke Up Like This Skin Perfecting Primer. This was just a little sample. Honestly can't remember much about it, so like definitely not notable in my opinion. So I could take it or leave it. I also used up a sample of Your Skin But Better primer from It Cosmetics. This was definitely very silicone-y. Makes me think of like Smashbox, their like silicone primer, and other comparable ones. I did like this though. I think it did actually make my makeup last. Let's see. Eye primers. I finally used up my Muse Clean Slate eye primer. This was from Shop Miss A. I only paid $1 for it, but it lasted forever. And even though I lost the cap, it never dried out, and I just kind of worked on it until I got it out. I used up the Puro Primero primer. This was a very like glittery, glue, sticky, super tacky type of eye primer. Don't know if it was really something that I liked, so definitely don't think I will be repurchasing that. This is something I did actually repurchase. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original. This is the mini, and I bought like the full size. So that's what I'm currently using now. Definitely would repurchase that, which I actually have. Let's see. Eyebrow pencils. I have one of the brown Ultra Slim Maybelline eyebrow pencils. This is in the shade medium brown. I think at the time I just it was not, like, the best color for my hair. It still made my eyebrows look really, really light. And that's something that I've really been trying to work on, is filling in my eyebrows. And I do it basically every day, regardless if I'm wearing a full face of makeup or not. So this just wasn't it. I wouldn't repurchase this. I definitely, when I bought this, they didn't have, like, a super, like, large shade range, in my opinion. So if they kind of expanded that, maybe I would repurchase it, but right now I wouldn't. Next up, I have 2 of the Eye Sculpt Eye Shade Brow Pencils from Juvia's Place, and they're both in the shade medium brown. Absolutely love these eyebrow pencils. I would definitely repurchase them. However, I would definitely wait until you can get them on sale. That's what I did. I think I only paid, like, maybe $8. I don't know. But I did enjoy these 2. Next up, I have 2 eyeliners, which I know I have more. I wear eyeliner literally every single day. I put makeup on my face. This one is so old that all of the writing has been off of it. But if I had to guess, I think this would be one of the LA Colors retractable eyeliner in black. Or it could potentially be the e.l.f. No Budge one. It's one of those. Because those are, like, my go-to if I just need a cheap eyeliner. I do know this was black. I do enjoy the, like, retractable ones more than the pencil ones. But yeah, I would repurchase. Next, I have an LA Colors Neon Gel eyeliner pencil. This completely dried up in the center. This was in the shade Enchanted. It was a really pretty purple, but, like, as you can see, oops, I couldn't finish it up because the whole pencil ended up drying out. And I find that, for me personally, the retractable ones don't do that to me. So I'm just going to leave that on the floor until after. Next, I have 2 eyeshadows. The first one is the Ciate London Shadow Flip Multi-Chrome Shifting Eye Liquid. This was a really, really cool, like, pretty greenish gold color. But I'm not big on wearing liquid eyeshadows, so I wouldn't repurchase this. And then, this is actually on my eyes today. I finished it up. This is the Copacetic Cosmetics Single and Ball Drop. Very, very pretty. I think I actually dropped this one, or it arrived broken. And I was just like, whatever, I'll just repress it. So I repressed it and used it up what was left. Definitely always repurchase Copacetic Singles. I love them. I have a ton in my collection. If you haven't tried them, I definitely recommend that you do. I used up 1 nail polish. This was in Peewee Purple. I do remember that. I don't remember the brand. But I'm glad I got this out. This was an old nail polish in my collection. Moving right along, I have 2 sprays. I got both of these either as a late birthday gift or something. I don't remember 100%, but I hated both of these. I used them. They didn't do anything for me. The first one was the Wet n Wild Fun Purifying Setting Mist. Garbage. I actually think, was it this one? No, I think it was this pump. One of the pumps actually broke right after. It was this yellow pump, but I think it was on this one. I don't know. Right after I got it. And then this one was so freaking glittery. I feel like I can spray it and get like a little bit left out, but it's like, I don't know if you can see any of that. But the sprayer just like, I don't know, it was like just dumping product onto my face. And it wouldn't be like little drops. It would, like a fine mist. It would be like fat, like raindrops almost. I did not like either of these. I will not be repurchasing. I personally don't like Wet n Wild products. I have a few, I think, nail polishes of Wet n Wild left in my collection, and I'm working on using them up, so I just don't have to buy them or worry about them anymore. Personal opinion. I'm not here to cast judgment on anyone. If you love Wet n Wild, that's your opinion. Cool. Let's see. I've used up quite a few lip products. I've actually used up more lip glosses this year than I've ever in my life thought I would. And it started with this one. This was a gift from a friend. No, it wasn't this one. This was one I repurchased after, because I had a friend purchase this lip gloss from Juvia's Place for me, as well as a Maybelline gloss. I can't think of the name of it. And I fell in love with this formula and the Maybelline ones. And I've just been on a lip gloss kick since. This is Juvia's Place. It's electric. It was a very pale gold. Definitely didn't show up like this bright or brilliant on the lips. Wasn't sticky or anything like that. Definitely would repurchase. Love this. Definitely recommend. If you can get it on sale, get it on sale. I am all for budgeting. I got this, and I believe I got this and another gloss. And I can't remember if it was eyeshadow or something. But this was the Kaja lip gloss and pink drink. Again, another gloss I just loved, and I loved, absolutely loved the doe foot on this. Never seen a doe foot like this, but I've just loved how it, like, contoured to my lips. So, don't know if I would repurchase this, but I did like this quite a bit. Next up, I have a Pretty Girl Beauty bubble tea inspired gloss. This one does not have any indication of what one it was. I have a few of these left in my collection. I don't think I would repurchase them. They're not very good. I liked them when I first bought them, but I think it was just really the hype of it looking like boba tea, and I got a few that were inspired by my favorite drinks. And yeah, I mean, it's cute if you like want to give someone a gift that enjoys that sort of thing, I think, but not really a place in my collection. Just me personally. I believe this one is Lovecraft Beauty. I got this one from an Ipsy bag earlier this year. Very pretty pink. Very glittery. I used it up just to really get it out of my collection. Not a fan. Won't repurchase. And if you can see, I've removed the stoppers from all of these and scraped out what I could. Next up, I have a Copacetic Cosmetics lip gloss. This was in Playlist. Oh my god, it was my favorite. This lived in my purse, and I reapplied it like a million times a day. This was in the shade Playlist. This was in their summer road trip convert box, I believe that's where I got this one from. Smells like bananas. Is super just moisturizing, very color shifting. Oh my, I love this. I would recommend. Look how pretty that is. Look, oh my god, definitely love this. I have a few Copacetic Cosmetic lip glosses and other lip products in my collection, and just, yeah, can't get enough of them. This one is a Glam Light. I can't believe it. I always get this confused. I'm not sure if this is the gloss or the liquid lip. This is the liquid lip. Okay. This is the liquid lip in churro, and it had definitely like a cinnamony plumping effect for my lips, at least. It just dried up. I got as much use as I could out of it. I do have quite a few Glam Light glosses still in my collection. I do like them. I just don't necessarily reach for them as much as I thought I would. But yeah, I'm glad to have that out. And then recently I used up the Proper Beauty lipstick and Made It. There's a little bit left. The last little bit kind of just broke off, and I was like, you know what, it's almost done anyway. I'm counting it as done. It's an empty for this year. Love this formula. My favorite shade is Made It. No, not Made It. This one's Made It. Is Her Magic. Definitely would repurchase. So yeah, definitely like that. And then last but not least here for lip products, I have a Juvia's Place Luxe Liner in the shade Ruby. I actually really liked using this as an all-over lip color, not just as a liner. I just really enjoyed it. It was pretty nice. So I would probably repurchase these as well. Well, I wasn't sure if this would really count as a lip product or like makeup lip product, but I've kept it in here. This is the Copacetic Gimme Some Sugar Lip Scrub. This was when the watermelon one. I can still smell it. It smells so good. It was nice. I really did like it. The only thing I would say about this is it kind of got really hard and was a little difficult to get out at a certain point, but I did like it. Next up, blushes and highlights. First one I used up was the Kaja Cheek Stamp in the shade Saucy. Beautiful, beautiful one. And if you've been around for a while, you've kind of noticed that I use up blush very quickly. I'm actually going to be on a no-buy for at least until summer of 2023. Just with a few other moving parts going on. Just need to work on my budgeting a little bit. I will probably post a video about that soon. I think I'm going to be doing like a beauty bank, hopefully 2 out, 1 in kind of thing, if I bring anything in at all. But hopefully trying not to do anything unless it's like, oh, I ran out of eyeliner, I need a new eyeliner, something like that. But trying to really use up what I have in my collection. That was a very long tangent. But anyway, I used up this. I enjoyed this quite a bit. I don't really like the stamp though. I really like the liquid blush, but I did not care for the stamp, and I just really used it with my fingers. But I did like this color, and it's kind of bulky, the component is. So I used up this sample of the Rare Beauty liquid cream blush. I'm not sure what shade this was. I enjoyed it enough. Don't really enjoy the color this was. I think if I was going to buy a full size, I would just get it in something a little bit not so pink, if that makes sense. I really enjoy more of like peachy toned blushes. So that's just personal preference. Next up, I have 3 of the e.l.f. cheek duos. One in pomegranate. Loved this one. Probably my favorite. One in spiced apple. Absolutely love this one too. I really wish e.l.f. would come out with just the blushes, because I don't really care for the highlighters, and I feel like I'm having to like force myself to use the highlighters because I don't want to, like, I don't know. That's just me. I might really start like use like half the product. Say I have another one of these I'm currently working on. The blush is almost gone. I haven't even hit pan on the highlighter. I might just declutter the highlighter because I like other highlighters in my collection a whole lot better. They're not getting used up. And I think that's some other goals I'm going to have for myself for 2022 is to not force myself to use makeup that I don't want to use. So, and then the last one I have here was Lychee. I enjoyed this one too. I think the last one I'm working on is Guava. And it's more of a pinky blush. It has a little bit of a peach in it. It's definitely not this pink. So I feel like I'm a little bit more susceptible to actually reach for it, but loved these. I really just want e.l.f. to make the blushes their own thing without the highlighter, but that's just my opinion. Next up, mascaras. I really try to rotate my mascaras and use one only for like 3, maybe 4 months max. Just because of bacteria, and if I have like any like eye infection or just random whatever, I always immediately switch. So I've tried out quite a few mascaras this year. So we're gonna do a quick rundown. Tarte Maneater, love this one. I'm wearing it today. Got one last hurrah out of it and said, okay, it's going, it's done. Time to switch it up. Next, actually, I dropped that one. I'll get it in a second. Next, I have the Maybelline New York The Falsies Lash Lift. I think this is okay if you're looking for a drugstore one, but not my favorite. Next, we have the Waterproof Length and Voluming Mascara by e.l.f. I would repurchase this, but I have a bunch of like minis in my collection that I'm working through, so I'm not buying mascara anytime soon. Next, I have the Artistry Signature Eyes Length and Definition Mascara. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. I would repurchase this, but I'm not purchasing right now. And then this one was the Chella Good Drama Mascara. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. I enjoyed the brush, as weird as that is. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I'm going to grab this one I dropped real quick. This last one is the Ditto Magic Feather Intense Volume Mascara. I do not remember using this at all, but I think I used it once, and it was just so dry that my mascara was flaking even before, like, I could kind of finish that side, and I was like, no, I'm not using this. So I think that's what this was. But yeah, definitely wouldn't repurchase. The next 3 items I kept in my makeup empties, but not really sure. I'll let you be the judge if they should be here this for next year or not. The first one I used up was this Peach Pudding Makeup Cleanser. I really liked it. It was like a milky almost texture. Enjoyed this quite a bit, but I have a lot of cleansers in my collection right now, like specifically makeup removing cleansers. So again, just trying to use up what I have. These. Oh my god. Run. These are the Copacetic Cosmetics Solid Brush Soaps. These are amazing. I used up 2 of them. I used up Royalty and Tranquility. They're super cute. They have like a little flower in the middle. Love them. And I'm working on my last one now, which will probably be an empty at the very beginning, first week of January. They just get my brushes clean, like, and you can tell they're clean. So that is all my makeup empties for 2022 that I could find. I really hope to keep up with my makeup, at least my makeup empties a little bit better next year, just to, again, realistically see what I go through in a year, to see, hopefully that will help with my makeup spending. But if you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help out my channel, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.